trying to get my life together. Please, alone. Pray to God I can leave this screen, this thing is getting more than old. Baby, please don't leave. And every day her heart getting more than cold. I'm tired of fighting me up. I'm tired of like provolone. I'm trying to run my digits up at the same time watching me go. I call you ain't picking up. What the I just went my 48. You stay up in the mobile home. Need a bag with no body count. Put my focus on. Try to eat my order. We told on. So many bad up in here. Which one of them I'm taking home? I'm all on it. Same court that the Lakers on. I'm over it on it. Baby girl, my paper long. Do you love me? Do you trust me? Say you got my back, but it's that paper got you wanna me. Can I keep it real for a second, baby? Would you judge me? I can't lie, I ain't finna say my system. Stop me, that can run me. I'ma get back, even if I get like trust me. See that I'm keep back in the cup, popping up on monthly. Look your in the eyes and tell him I say he can't on me. If I take it to my house, stick it in, that look stop me. Look, playing mind games, trying to trick my mind frame. You block it, I won't call you back, I promise it's just a mind thing. In that Hellcat, hit the gas, you hear that wine, baby. Up that 100 pack, I'm talking way before I got signed, baby. Why I ain't got no hits on you? I guess it ain't my time yet. Promise to stay down with it, then come out, go blind yet. Told you I'm done with all that cheating, stop that crying yet. Same time, I said the last time, but I ain't done yet. But I told y'all my head getting mine yet. So you don't want to wait, but I'm still, that ain't come yet. Want you another world, but you just be on what I ain't done yet. Yeah, I cheat on you, want you to really do that love me. Do you trust me? Say you got my back, but it's that pick got you wanna fuck me. Can I keep it real for a second, baby? Would you judge me? I can't lie, I ain't the same system. Stop me, that corrupt me. I'ma get back, even if I get like trust me. See that I'm keep back in the cup, popping up on monthly. Look your in the eyes and tell him I say he can't hold me. If I take it to my house, stick it in, that look stop me.
What up? What up? Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. Hit that like, sub to the channel. If you're not a member, also hit the notifications to get all of my content, all of my videos. Salute to the whole entire Lions Den basketball as well as boxing community. And salute to all the people that rock with me. And the people that don't, hey, middle finger to y'all. However, that middle finger is like, come on with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't care about any of the haters, man. Matter of fact, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all stay on your job, both direct and indirect. You know what I'm saying? So, let's go ahead and get right to it. Salute to everybody up in here. Salute to Cottage. Make sure y'all go sub to Cottage. What's up with it, Carter? I see you in here. Ted, what's up with it? What's going down? Zach. Let's go ahead and let's talk right to it. Get right to it, man. Now, man, Rob Pelinka, man. A lot of people, you know, they wanted to sit up here and say that I was capping about Rob Pelinka. A lot of people said I was capping about Jeannie Buss, and a lot of people said that I was capping about Darvin Ham. Okay, the reason why a lot of people said that I was capping about Darvin Ham is because I said that he was a good coach. He didn't need to go nowhere. Okay, he just had a few things that he needed to brush up on. Okay, and you got to realize he was a first-year head coach. Okay, he had been an assistant for a long time. Look at Chauncey Billups. I love Chauncey Billups as a player, but as a coach, he's horrible. Okay, he's horrible. Right? I mean, and the reason why I bring up Chauncey Billups is because you look at the Blazers. He done been there and he hadn't even got over 500 with that team. Okay, that's neither here nor there. Then on top of that, everybody want to be in Jeannie Bussett wide open. They want to be in her WAP and everything, just because, you know, simply because of how she look and all this other stuff. Man, that don't got shit to do with how she doing the organization. Man, her father is rolling over in his grave right now. Who gives a fuck about that bubble ring? Half of y'all motherfucking Lakers fans don't care about it. What's up with it, Stephen Green? See you in here. Listen, Rob Pelinka now. When I went on record and I said Rob Pelinka got to go, you wouldn't believe the amount of people that said I was capping and said that Rob Pelinka, it's not his fault and all this other BS. Rob Pelinka has been just as big of a cancer than LeBron James. Okay, I didn't mention LeBron James because he's been the obvious. Listen, when he got rid of everybody, want to sit up here and they want to defend Rob Pelinka in terms of the Magic Johnson situation. Magic Johnson had idealistic things that he wanted to do with the franchise, but everybody wanted to be on Team Rob Pelinka and you believe it or not, a lot of people were taking Rob Pelinka's side when it came to Magic Johnson and that whole situation that took place when he backstabbed Magic Johnson. And then Magic Johnson went there, they could have did something to try to keep Magic Johnson there. Like, hey, stay here. You are an icon with the Lakers, just as big of the icon as Kobe Bryant was, just as big of the icon as Kareem was, this, that, and the third. All the guys that, that are there. Big James, everybody. Big Game James and everybody. But the thing about it is what a lot of people don't understand is that Rob Pelinka has been just as big of a cancer as LeBron James. You allowed a lot of this stuff that's going on. Every year, man, Rob Pelinka has been talking a good game since he had taken over. I know a lot of people, they get blinded by the fact that he was Kobe's agent and stuff like that. That shit don't have nothing to do with how he's running an organization. And like I said, like Zach was saying, he's getting his karma. Yeah, you're getting his karma because you know what you did to Magic Johnson wasn't right. You know what you did wasn't right. Every year you come with the same, all these different ideas and stuff like that. Well, what we're going to do today, we've introduced a new diet for the players. I think what we have to do is focus on this. So, motherfucker, don't nobody want to hear that shit. You don't hear nothing. You didn't hear Denver doing it that season, did you? No, you did not. They won on your watch. You don't hear Golden State saying that shit. They won on your goddamn watch back in 22. You don't hear the Bucks talking about that shit. They won on your watch too. You don't hear Boston talking about that shit. Nah, Every year you come with the same goddamn game, same goddamn ideas, and it don't never work. And to make matters worse, you was a big reason why LeBron came over here. And you allowing all this circus BS to happen. At the beginning of the year, man, you shouldn't have even you should have shut that shit down, man. And just been like, no, we're not bringing them here. Like, you need to get some Pat Riley in your ass. Pause. Get some Pat Riley in you. Get a Pat Riley mentality. Listen, I don't agree with everything that I wish he would do everything that he can to keep Jimmy Butler, but Pat Riley is no nonsense. Do you think JJ Redick is a good coach? I think he needs a little bit more work. I mean, the only thing that's saving him is the fact that he got AD and he got good players. Last night, like I told everybody, I'm gonna talk about this later. Austin Reeves, he saved their asses yesterday. Everybody talked all this shit about Austin Reeves. Oh man, Austin Reeves ain't this, he ain't that. Man, he more clutch than LeBron is. Yeah, I said it. He more clutch than LeBron is. And if you don't like that shit, let's bring it up, man. He wasn't afraid, man. You know LeBron didn't want him to have that ball. Man, he took it right to the cup, no problem. Christmas Day. In the chase. Against the Warriors. Layup. Man, don't need no shot. Don't need to pull up from no goddamn half court, no bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? Hitting nothing but the glass. No, just make the right goddamn basketball play. Y'all talk about that shit all the time, but y'all talk all this shit about Austin Reeves. I have been defending Austin Reeves. Is he the best defender in the goddamn world? No, but he got more of a killer mentality at the end of the game, and on top of that, he takes all the criticism. But anyway, to get back to Rob Pelinka, yeah, man, I feel no remorse for this dude. I feel no remorse for this guy right here, man. Everybody talking about he's he's on thin ice. Man, he should have been gone a long time ago. Yeah, he does. Austin Reeves, man, Austin Reeves is a very slept-on player. Listen, I'm not sitting up here trying to say that Austin Reeves is the face of the franchise and no shit like that. That's not what I'm saying. But if Austin Reeves was to go, there'll be a lot of teams that would pick Austin Reeves up. Austin Reeves is a professional, man, and he gets shit done without all the extra added shit. You know what I'm saying? He kind of reminds me to a lesser degree of Alex Caruso. The only difference is Alex Caruso was a way better defender than Austin Reeves was. But I know a lot of y'all wanted me to get on here and defend Rob Pelinka and stuff. Y'all want to defend this dude, man, because y'all don't really want to say what needs to be said. Man, that whole front office needs to be cleaned up. If they don't win, the Lakers, I think, are in 5th place right now, if I'm not mistaken. They're in 5th place. They're in the playoffs, okay? Kudos to them. But we're talking about over time. The Lakers have vastly underachieved, with the exception of when they made it to the Western Conference Finals, and with the exception of them making it to the bubble. But like I said, there's a lot of Lakers fans that really don't care about that bubble ring. They could care less about that bubble ring. They don't care about that bubble ring. Some of y'all can sit up here and act like, oh yeah, well, it's a banner, it's a Larry O'Brien, it's a trophy, all this other stuff. Man, let's just be real. They don't respect that bubble ring any more than they respect the Denver ring. They don't respect the Milwaukee Bucks ring. Hell, y'all don't even respect the ring from last year with the Boston Celtics. Y'all don't respect that ring from the Boston Celtics. Because there was a lot of people talking about, oh yeah, it was an easy road to the championship and all this other stuff. You said they are 17-13 this season. Yeah, they are, but they're 5th. They're either 5th or 6th in the West. I forget. But if the playoffs started, they would be in there. They would be in there. They definitely would be in there. But yeah, Rob Pelinka has been the problem. I don't know why y'all just recognizing that now. I've been knowing that. I've been saying that Rob Pelinka is the problem and Jeannie Buss more so than LeBron, because they allowing that shit. They're letting LeBron have his merry little way, and now he's on the verge of possibly being gone out of there. They had already got into it, from my understanding. Rob Pelinka and LeBron James, I think LeBron had cursed him out or something like that earlier in the season because he wasn't getting what he wanted. Yeah, it's been time for Rob Pelinka to go. And if you disagree with me, I can understand that. There's a lot of people that side with Rob Pelinka, and they don't think he's the problem. Nah, man, you need glasses. You need glasses. There, like all this stuff that happened at the beginning of the year. Listen, I wouldn't have had a problem with what they're doing, like in terms of letting LeBron and Bronny James come up and play. If they had did it, I would say like in 2 years or something like that. But you want to do it now. First off, at a time when AD is in his prime and at his peak, and he's trying to get a ring, you could see that AD is serious about winning. I know yesterday he went down with the sprained ankle and stuff, and I'm not mad at AD. You know what I'm saying, for being, spraining his ankle or whatnot. AD has been a monster this season, and he's been putting in work. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been, over there falling down crying like he was in the past. So I don't fault him. He had a sprained ankle, man. I mean, it's Christmas Day. They still got the win and everything. I believe he'll bounce back. You said, didn't Rob Pelinka fire Frank Vogel back in 2022? Yeah. Yeah, man. And Rob Pelinka think he got all the answers. He's been doing this. He's been doing this shit since the beginning, man. He's been horrible. I mean, look at his success rate. He hasn't been successful. He has not been. He has not been successful. And Jeannie Buss, y'all. There's a lot of people, believe it or not, that think that Jeannie Buss has been successful. I'm here to tell you, no, they haven't. They've been a disgusting, like, it's not a pleasing organization even to think about anymore. Like when we talk about the Lakers, the Boston, they have turned things around. OKC, they're giving you the blueprint. Shoot, OKC is giving you the game on how to win, on how to get things done within the organization. They could learn a thing or two from them. And these are young guys. Now Sam Presti had already had like a mindset to really get things turned around. Everybody was laughing with all the draft picks that they had. You said you roasting Rob. Like Ted, but man, if you've been on my channel for a long time, I don't fuck with Rob Pelinka like that. I know some Lakers channels that defend Rob Pelinka. Man, that motherfucker has not been good, man. Like, he has not been good. I'd rather have Snoop Dogg in there. I'd rather have a real hardcore Laker fan. I know this sounds crazy. I'd rather have a real hardcore Lakers fan, like a Snoop Dogg, or like a Ice Cube, than have Rob Pelinka in that bitch. Because when you listen to Snoop Dogg talk about the Lakers, when you listen to Ice Cube talk about the Lakers, man, they don't talk the same like they did back in the day, man. Like, they're like, man, what the fuck is going on with the organization? Rob Pelinka, like I told you, he got a new idea that don't work every single year. Okay? And the only reason it worked in 2020 is because, I mean, let's just call it what it is, man. Like I told you, a lot of people don't respect that ring. K Dizzle, what's up with it, man? I see you in here, man. I hope your Christmas was good. You said Tell and Tell is a relationship between Jeannie Buss and Magic Johnson. Man, Jeannie Buss has burnt a lot of bridges. First off, let's state the obvious, and that's a good point, K Dizzle. Let's state the obvious. How they did Jerry West was really fucked up, and you know this too, Ted. I'm talking to all my real hardcore Lakers fans. I know all the Lakers fans within the LDBC. Okay? My nigga Ticket, hardcore Lakers fan. Okay? LVZ, hardcore Lakers fan. All right? Show, T Price. Yeah, I'm calling y'all niggas out. Don't be mad at me. But I'm, Kareem, um, uh, Brandon loves sports. All the hardcore Lakers fans, man. You know, this is disgusting to look at. And I appreciate Lakers culture because one of my guys that I actually grew up actually watching is Michael Cooper. Like these are the guys that I like in order from the Lakers. Okay, let me chill out before I get to the Jerry West shit that I wanted to bring up in regards to what K Dizzle was talking about. Michael Cooper is my first Laker that I like of all time. I'm not a Lakers fan, but I appreciate Michael Cooper. Big game James Worthy. Y'all know I fuck with James Worthy heavy. And of course Kobe Bryant. Those are my all-time greatest Lakers. I got Michael Cooper number one. I don't give a fuck how you feel about that shit. You said Bubble Belt. Bubble Belt. Rodman was a Laker. Yeah, man, but that man, Rodman was an individual. Everybody was a goddamn Laker, man. Shit. Even Rondo was a Laker. You know what I'm saying? But let me get back to K Dizzle with that point he made, though, right? You knew the most disgusting thing that they did was how they did Jerry West. God rest his soul. Jerry West, a.k.a. the Architect. Come on, man. How would you do that man like that? How would you do that man like that? Like he pretty much was the responsible one for 3 of those championships. Really more than that, really. But I mean, he pretty much built a dynasty. People were crazy to think that, you know what I'm saying, making those key moves that he made, making that trade for Kobe, still sticking by them. A lot of people were ready to say, hey, this Kobe Shaq thing wasn't gonna work, all this other stuff. I lived through it. I've seen it. And if social media was as crazy as it was right now, I believe that Kobe and Shaq probably wouldn't have survived, man. I'm just being real with you. Because it would have took it to a whole nother level. As many trolls as we got on YouTube and IG and all that other shit. Boy. I'm telling you, I don't think it would have survived. But the fact that, a lot of shit got blown out of proportion. And really, honestly, the shit that Kobe and Shaq went through, that wasn't even really like as bad as some of the other great teams. Like the Showtime Lakers went through way more shit than that. Than that Kobe and Shaq shit. The Showtime Lakers and shit, they was always getting into it. Go look it up, man. The Bad Boy Pistons and shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? The Chicago Bulls, they was getting into, like Michael Jordan punching Steve Kerr. There are fights in practice. We seen it in real time. What happened? Somebody leaked that. Did some whole shit with the Golden State, leaking that shit out and shit like that. You seen it? What happened with Golden State? Golden State constantly had issues. Man, dog, bruh, like championship teams, y'all think it's such a happy place. We all get along, holding hands and you know what I'm saying, singing Kumbaya and all that bullshit. Hell no, it ain't. Because everybody want to win in that motherfucker. My fault, man. I'm trying to stay focused on the road. You said right. Jerry West was a brilliant basketball mind. The Grizzlies, yeah, exactly. Exactly, K. They were still doing him dirty. Still 44 patch, yeah. I was shocked Elgin Baylor wasn't in. Yeah, me too. Yeah, Kareem had a temper. Yeah, to take it back to K. Dizzle. Yeah, look what he did. It didn't stop anything. What's it called? Jerry West went to Memphis, made him a household name. Nah, they didn't get over the hump, but they were revered. The Memphis Grizzlies were revered, nigga. Grit and grind. You go back and you go look at that time. They didn't want to face Tony Allen. They didn't want to face these physical motherfuckers. I mean, because they knew they had their work cut out for them that night. They were going to be a good, scrappy, physical team that played you hard. They didn't win over the hump, but they were a very competitive team, and Jerry West was responsible for that. Then went over there, you know what I'm saying? Was responsible for the Clips. You know what I'm saying? Was responsible for the Clips and their success. Then, of course, Golden State. People forget about Jerry West being a part of Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Brought championships over there. See, a lot of people can learn from Jerry West. Oh, you want to cut me off? Oh, no problem. Bam, I'm going to go somewhere else. Be even more successful. What up, Angelo Bell? I see you in the building, man. Man, I just got my son a drum set, man. He got a drum set and a new basketball. He was up in there playing his drum set just now, man, with his grandma and everything. Salute to you, though, man. Yeah, he got a basketball, too. Got him a new basketball or whatever. But yeah, man, like Ted and K Dizzle, man, they don't mention Jerry West, when they talk about the Warriors and stuff like that. But the way they did him was wrong. Rob Pelinka, like, we could talk all this stuff about LeBron, right? And rightfully so. I get it. I understand. I agree. But like I said, I stand on this, man. Rob Pelinka is just as big a fault of the demise of what's going on as LeBron James is. Rob Pelinka and Jeannie busted wide open. Nobody, and I want to give a shout out to Town Biz. Shout out to True Raw and Town Biz. True Raw, I saw him talking about this too, with Rob Pelinka. But Town Biz had mentioned something, and I think he was talking about the ratings. And he was talking about how, people are just ready to move on from LeBron James. And I'm going to take it a step further. People want to see now Charles Barkley and Kenny the Jet Smith, they mentioned something good too. Now, Town Biz has said that people are ready for LeBron James to go ahead and go. That's true. They're ready for him to go ahead and go. Now, you talk about the Lakers, right? The people want to see a good Lakers team. That will boost ratings. If you have a phenomenal, and I'm not lying to you, if the Lakers are like number one, now you see how they started off 3-0. All y'all see how the Lakers started off 3-0. They was calling J.J. Redick the best coach since sliced bread. They calling him the next Pat Riley. AD was at an MVP level, the ratings will go up if the Lakers are good. If they anywhere like sniffing greatness, the ratings will go up, right? And then also when it comes to like the New York Knicks, teams like that, Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith both said that whenever New York Knicks basketball is in, everybody's watching. They're like yesterday. Like, that was a good ass game. I was more interested in Wembanyama going to Madison Square Garden because like everybody talks about it, nigga. Like, if you have a good game in Madison Square Garden, that's a good thing. People want to see other players. Y'all are so focused on fucking LeBron James. No, I want to see that motherfucker Victor Wembanyama, who everybody been talking shit about. Oh, he can't score. Oh, he trash. Oh, he need to post up. Nah. Now you got that motherfucker on display to show your motherfucking ass on Christmas Day that motherfucker can ball. He don't need to do all the shit that you saying. You know why? Because he was doing everything right yesterday in the game. They just lost the goddamn game. But I'm not making this about Victor Wembanyama. My point is that when you have teams like the New York Knicks, like the Los Angeles Lakers that are doing good and they're not so focused on just one goddamn player who's way past his prime, and it's just a circus show, but that team means business, I guarantee you the ratings will go up too. So that's why I'm taking it a step further. Oh, hold on. You said Terry Allen. Oh, Tony Allen and Zach have a pot. Yeah, I seen that, man. If he could still play Zebo, because they are two different types of disciples. Yeah. No pun intended. I know. Hey, I caught that one. K Dizzle. He said two types. You got the order, you see? But you see what I'm saying? Hey, listen. And I know K Dizzle, man, he not feeling Wemby, man. But listen, Wemby was balling yesterday, man. You gotta give him his credit, man. Wemby was doing his thing. I mean, he was doing it outside, in. Dog, if you don't like Wemby's game, bro, something is fucking wrong with you. I'm just being real, man. Like this young man, bro, is good to watch, bro. Like, cause he started off real slow. I think he was at one point he was like 1 for 7 or something like that. He started off a little slow, but man, he started to heat up. It's the same thing with Steph Curry. Everybody talking about, I think Ted was saying how people were saying that Father Time catching up to Steph Curry. No, it's not. He showed you that yesterday, man. He showed you that yesterday, knocking down, I think he's knocked down like 6 threes or something like that. Just, I mean, back to back, like 3 straight threes, man. Yeah, man, like, dog, it's a beauty to watch. But anyways, like I said, man, when you have Lakers basketball that is still in the mix and, you know, people are still watching it, like, it makes it more entertaining, man. But a lot of people, they're not entertained by it. You know what I'm saying? They see a circus show. A lot of people are ready for LeBron James to just go ahead and go. They want some of these other young guys to be promoted. Now, because I'm a basketball head and I like, you know, I appreciate any type of basketball, I'm going to watch it regardless. But a lot of the casuals, a lot of these people that have short attention spans and stuff like that, they don't want to see some of the stuff that they're seeing. Wemby had a good game. 35 from the 3-point line. Cut for the cut it for the 3-point attempts, especially if well, you don't have to worry. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. You say I got Wemby and Cunningham on my Miami team. Listen. I'm gonna tell you something. And K Dizzle, this is probably gonna make y'all really tripped out. I guarantee you, man, if Wilt Chamberlain was still living, man, he would do everything that he could to get his hands on Wembanyama to try to work with him. I can guarantee you. I might be wrong, but he would really be in Wemby's ear. Listen, he's gonna improve that aspect of his game. It's really not that bad. I mean, you had like this dude is out here going like, oh, what was LeBron James, K Dizzle? He missed like 20 straight 3-pointers. You had like he taking like really messed up shots and stuff like that. Nah, he's shooting the shots when he's open. He don't have like 3-4 people hanging onto him, but he always got something. Listen, really, honestly, what Wemby is doing, he's doing a smart thing. He's keeping the defense guessing because you got a guy that's 7'4". Okay, they're like, okay, he's 7'4". He probably gonna do the obvious. He gonna go in there and just dunk it all the time. No, because then it's like, oh shit, this motherfucker can shoot. He can step out and he actually got range. He actually can pull up from 30 and 40. But then guess what? You gotta forget, he can also run. He can run the floor. He's not one of those old clumsy ass 7'4" dudes. Trotting up the floor and all that other bullshit. No, he's up the floor like a guard, nigga. Like if I'm a point guard, I'm a little over 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about any other guard that's a little over 6 foot or whatever. Shit, man, I'm gonna outlet that motherfucker to Wemby. He's already ahead of me at 7'4". And then on top of that, the other side of the ball, nigga, that nigga had 4 blocks. I think he had 4 or 5 blocks. Nigga putting in work, and he had 18 rebounds, which he's supposed to do. I mean, damn, nigga, he all over the goddamn floor. Nigga, dog, he gonna improve. He working out with Hakeem Olajuwon. My GOAT center. My starting center. He's gonna be fine. As soon as he gets, like I told you, they're 15 and 15. They had 500. They want, K Dizzle. They don't want more. K Dizzle. They don't want more games than they did the entire season last year. Yeah, I mean, y'all act like, man, Wemby is an entertaining motherfucker to watch, bruh. And he can come through the lane. If you want him to get nasty like he did K Dizzle, he can do that. Nigga, come through the lane and now listen, has he got dunked on? Yeah, he got dunked on by a nigga by the Hawks. Oh well, it happens. Nigga, but that nigga challenging pretty much every shot, nigga. Like, but if you want him to come through the lane, nigga, and just clean that motherfucker up, he could do that too. You want him to run in transition, he could do that too. You want him to step out and hit the 3, shit, he can do that too. You want him to be a rim protector, yeah, he can do that too. You want him to rebound and outlet, man, he can do that too. You want him to rebound, take that bitch coast to coast, he can do that too. Why wouldn't you want that motherfucker on the team? If Wemby became available right now, K Dizzle, y'all niggas would take him. Man, I guarantee you, if Wemby said I don't want to be with the Spurs no more, do you know how many motherfuckers would grab Wemby? Man, get up out of here, man. I'm not talking about K Dizzle, but I'm talking about anybody that, you know what I'm saying, don't respect Wemby. Yeah, he had 38. No, he had 40. He had 42 and 18. Will break. Man, he could, man, he could. And here's another thing too, y'all. Here's another thing. Wimby. This is what Wimby has. This is what I've heard about him. He appreciates defense just as much as he does offense. The Spurs will finish fourth in the division at least. I don't see the players around him getting better. Oh, no. They are better because of him. Did you see, K Dizzle, did you watch the game? Did you see the pass that he made to, I forget number 24's name. It wasn't Castle. It wasn't Stephon Castle. They love playing with this nigga. And they got athletic guards. You focused on CP3. No, Wimpy can pass the ball. He can pass the ball too, man. I think he had like 5 assists. No, he's a playmaker too. The nigga came through baseline. He hit him with a backdoor, and that nigga came through and dunked the shit out of the ball, man. Like, and he literally he made a pinpoint pass. Go look at it. You got YouTube, man. You got the highlights. The players are better around him. Wimby is a leader, man. Wimby's the leader, bro. Like, they're at 500. They're not the bottom of the West like the goddamn Pelicans are. Man, he gonna be on. Hey, I bet you this, Ted. Hey, how much y'all want to bet? Who want to put money on it right now? I can guarantee you that Wemby can be all NBA. That's how good that nigga is. That nigga can be all NBA. He gonna be first team all defensive too. Watch. I can guarantee you. How much y'all want to bet? I watched the game. The alley-oop, he dished. But 42 with an L. Yep, you're right. An L is still an L. But if that nigga would have had 15 points, if he would have had 15 points and would have won the game, you still would have criticized him. You'd have been like, nah. I'd have been like, yeah, he won the game, right? And you'd be like, oh, he only had 15 points. He only had 9 rebounds. I mean, the niggas showed you, and you had like they got blown out. And he was doing that shit against Karl Anthony Towns. Him and Karl Anthony Towns was going at it. He had a good game too. Karl Anthony Towns did. I gotta give Karl Anthony Towns his credit. He put him and Jalen Brunson. They was out there hooping. But hey, it was dog. A lot of motherfuckers done lost at Madison Square Garden. But the fact that he came through the garden. He came through the garden balling, bro. On Christmas Day, nigga. Hey, he got an L, but I mean, it ain't like they got blown up. They fought hard, man. Like you got like these motherfuckers just quit. Nah. So you taking Wemby over AD? First All NBA center. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is my thing. If he don't get it, he'll at least get second. AD he's slipping just a little bit, man. And then you got to remember Jokic Jokic, man, he's still number one in a lot of people's eyes for MVP. I don't got Jokic as number one in MVP voting. I got SGA right now. SGA is number one. I know he's averaging a triple double and everything, but the what you call the Nuggets done lost. They done lost a couple that they should have won. But I think at least he should get. If he doesn't get All NBA first, he should get All NBA first, second team, and he should get first All NBA defensive. He's still leading the league in blocks. K Dizzle. He could fuck around and win Defensive Player of the Year too. He should have won it last year because he led the league in blocks last year as a rookie. In order for him, I would say, in order for him to win it, he just got to be a little bit more dominant on the defensive rebound. Yeah, I know, and I'm gonna talk about that. Man, they look. Jimmy Butler still don't want to be there though. Wemby had 10 blocks. Yeah, he did. He did, Cottage. Speaking of Jokic, is he better than Joel Embiid? Yeah, he's better than Joel Embiid. Jokic is better than Joel Embiid, man. Now he don't got more skill than Joel Embiid, but overall as a player, I'm taking Jokic all day before I take Joel Embiid. He had a good game yesterday. Joel Embiid did, but I mean, nigga, you supposed to do that shit. And besides, Maxey had what? 34 and 12, 34 point 12 assists. Yeah, I'm taking Jokic all day. I mean, I've been saying that, and I'm a 76ers fan. But right now, at this stage of the game, I know y'all gonna trip out. Hey, give me Wemby though. Give me Wemby so I can develop him. Give me Wembyama, man. Give me Wembyama. A lot of people feel like the Spurs. A lot of people feel like the Spurs are gonna win. I would say in the next 5 years. Yeah, give me Jokic. But see, a couple years ago, everybody was like, "Oh, nah, MVP, Joel Embiid, all this other stuff." Nah, man. Now, here's another thing. Now, see, the better comparison is, who would you rather have, Giannis? Would you rather have Giannis or Jokic? Yeah, he probably do. He didn't. I don't think he had as much faith in Wemby at one point either. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that didn't have faith in Wemby like that. Not when he first began. I'm taking Giannis, man. Just because he more agile. You know what I'm saying? Listen, and this is another thing. Giannis has already shown you that if you put Giannis, and surround him with a whole bunch of good players, you see what he can do. Just to put Wemby in perspective, Zach Edey is shooting 53% on the line. Wemby Wimby shot selection is questionable. Um, well, if we're gonna go by that logic, K Dizzle, we can do this all day. Um, Zach Edey is not durable. He's already showing that he's injury prone. I need a motherfucker that's available. So I take a motherfucker that's available. His shot selection is questionable, but he's playing defense. And on top of that, he's leading the league in blocks. And on top of that, he was the runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year. And on top of that, he's destined to be first team all defensive. And on top of that, he can perform. He's gonna give you a double every night. Sometimes he'll give you close to 20 rebounds, and which is what he did yesterday. I'll take that easily. And on top of that, he can shoot the three. And on top of that, he can run the floor. Zach Edey doesn't have ball handling like Victor Wembanyama does. And I love Zach Edey. But I'm taking Victor Wembanyama, man. Zach Edey is going to develop though. He's been a blessing for Ja, but you go look at the stats for last season for Victor Wembanyama when he was a rookie, and you go look at Zach Edey when he's a rookie now. He's not even averaging 20 points. Wembanyama was easily averaging 20 points last season. And on top of that, he was running up for defensive player of the year. So, hey, listen, he got to develop, man. He got to develop. He's not a finished product. Anthony Edwards, he's got a lot of shit that he got to work on. Ja Morant still got some shit that he got to work on. Victor Wembanyama still got some shit he got to work on. Jalen Brunson still could use some brushing up on some things. You understand what I mean? Like, everybody in the league, man, they not, the young guys, they not finished products yet. Still got a lot of that they got to work on. Now, if you in year 22, like a motherfucking LeBron James, and you still ain't got no clutch gene, and you still reverting to the old ass habits that you was in year one, and now you still doing it in year 22, okay, then we'll be like, nah, that motherfucker's set in his ways. Wembanyama gonna improve. He gonna get better, man. You can already see it. and on top of that, he got a veteran in Chris Paul right there, a good basketball mind. He might not have been as successful as some of the others, but he's still a good basketball mind. You know, you got Popovich there, great basketball mind, champion. Okay. And on top of that, you got a championship organization with the Spurs. Think about who comes rolling in that motherfucker. You got the Admiral, David Robinson, coming in that motherfucker. You got the big fundamental coming up in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You got Avery Johnson. You know what I'm talking about? The preacher man coming up in that motherfucker. You got Mono Ginobili coming up in that motherfucker. And to put the icing on the cake, you got Tony Parker. Man, he'll give them game. He'll give them game on the basketball game, on a professional level. And when it comes to putting the hoes, not hoes, hoes. We know Tony Parker was a player too. And they both from France, man. You know the French niggas, man, they be pulling, you know, they be pulling them chicks. Yeah, you got Vinny Del Negro out that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? El Negro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He got champions. What I'm saying, though, K-Dizzle, is Victor Wembanyama is in a championship environment, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he's still in the great state of Texas. You done been there to H-Town. Guess who he working with in the offseason? He working with Hakeem Olajuwon. He ain't working with David Robinson. He working with the motherfucker that killed David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon. Yeah. You know the motherfucker that fucked up David Robinson and some Spaldings. You know, Walmart tennis shoes. You know, Kmart tennis shoes. You know, Goodwill, goddamn Payless tennis shoes. Yeah. That motherfucker. That motherfucker that had motherfucker David Robinson pop, 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 like Gil say, pop, pop. Had that motherfucker popping like popcorn on the baseline. Hey, Tony's a player, man. You know what I'm saying? Victor Wembanyama, man, them motherfuckers, man, they, man, at the end of the game, man, don't be drinking Gatorade. They be drinking tea, nigga. Know? Yeah, y'all motherfuckers, listen, man, Victor Wembanyama gonna be straight, man. By year, nigga, that's the thing. Y'all judging Victor Wembanyama like this motherfucker in year 8, nigga. That nigga is in his second year. That nigga in his second year putting up 40 in the garden, nigga. Yeah, man. Come on, bro. Tony Parker helped the Spurs won five titles. Yeah, he did. Even though Tony Parker uh, Tony Parker only has 4 rings, I think. Because he got Finals MVP. He got Finals MVP in 2007. Nobody talked about that though. Against who? The Cavs. It was against LeBron James. Some of y'all who y'all called a GOAT. Some of y'all who said that was better than Larry Bird and all this other bullshit. Yeah, he respects legends. But my nigga K Dizzle, man, think that Wembanyama one of these old new age niggas, man, that don't respect the veterans and shit like that. Don't even know who don't even know any other people besides Michael Jordan, like goddamn Anthony Edwards ass. He ain't delusional. He ain't saying no delusional shit. Even though I respect John Moran for what he said and shit, but we know that that's not gonna happen. Him cooking Jordan. Yeah, I mean they would have made it to the finals if they were that season. Ted, they were what I think they were in the top 3 in defense, man. They actually were. They were a good defensive team that year. I'm trying to get to the goddamn gas station. Yeah, they were a good defensive team that year. Come on, man. Yeah, they were 50 and 32. Yeah, man, like dog, the media will lead you to believe that LeBron, he played with a bunch of bums and all this other stuff. The only reason y'all consider them bums and stuff like that is because they not getting the credit that they truly deserve. Eric, man, look, bro. A lot of people got to understand, man. They figured out early that it wasn't easy playing with a guy like LeBron James for as much credit as he might get and stuff like that in terms of him making it and stuff. It wasn't easy playing with him. They started to figure that out early, man. Choked in '09, 66-16. Didn't met Kobe in the final. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And the thing about it is, Ted, we all know that situation. We know what happened, man. I mean, he was mentally distraught because of what went on with Delonte West and his mom and shit. Now, uh, like that can be demoralizing mentally. I'm not. I can't even front. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit up here like on a personal level. Yeah, I mean that it would be fucked up if everybody knew it except you, right? If everybody knows it and you don't know it, but you got to find out, you know, through everybody else and through the grapevine and all that shit. Okay, yeah, yeah, I know that, but see, all that stuff, man, like it's demoralizing mentally. Okay, um, and some people are gonna be like, well, hey, you know, you got to get over it. Da 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 da. Can't control your moms and stuff like that. It's easy for you to say that, man. If it ain't if the shoe ain't on your foot at that time. So I'm not. I'm gonna give LeBron the benefit of the doubt, man. You know what I'm saying in that instance because I mean you clearly saw in his body language that yeah they grown. I understand that, but not everybody gonna like dog. This is like okay, look, man. I've talked about this situation before. I really didn't want to talk about it again, but just give me just a second, all right? Your boy gotta get some gas. Hold on 1 second, all right? All right, let me. You said LeBron never been close to his teammates again after. Okay, look, look. This is how I've talked about this before, man. Matter of fact, uh, I think I talked to. Shout out to Sterling Young. Shout out to S Young. I think I had a conversation with him and a couple of other guys a long time ago when we talked about this on the panel when I had an open panel about the Delonte West, LeBron James situation. All right, look, it's a it's a slippery slope when talking about this situation because, like Ted said, okay, Gloria James and Delonte West they grown. Okay, I get that. All right, where it's a problem though. This is the problem though. Okay, this is the problem, Ted, and everybody else up in here. Okay, let's say me and Cottage, man, we're teammates. We're teammates, right? And or just some random guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna use Cottage as an example. Let's just say, we're teammates. You go to my house. You're around my kids. We traveling 6+ months out of the year. We're on the road. Some of these guys, we see each other way more than what we see our families. We going to dinners. You know what I'm saying? We around each other all the time, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I'm rubbing elbows with you all the time. But at the same token, uh, you know, you got a thing going on with the mom. I would respect you more as an individual, right? Or any other guy, I feel would respect you more and be like, hey, look, hey, your mom, she, do you have a problem with us dating, da 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 da, or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Or hey, I find it would be kind of crazy for you to say some shit like that, but hey, I think I think she's attractive, blah blah blah, and all this other stuff. I'm pretty sure a lot of niggas will respect you more than to go behind their back, and then you find out everybody knows but you. Yeah, everybody knows but you. That I ain't gonna lie, that's really messed up, man. And like I said, man, with Delonte West and the situation that went on with him being homeless and all this other stuff, I don't wish that on nobody, man. Like, him being on drugs, the mental health issues and stuff like that he got going on, and everybody making a mockery of it, and people getting on social media, trying to, get their little likes up and shit like that when they happen, smoking weed with West and all that other bullshit, man. I wasn't really cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Um, him not getting a fair shake back in the NBA. I think I got to give a shout out to Mark Cuban for at least trying to help him out just a little bit, give him somewhat of an opportunity or whatever. But at the same time, it has to be up to Delonte West. And I'm on the outside looking in terms of his mental health. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dealt with that. You know what he dealt with or whatever. But um, I don't wish that on no man. However, we got to look at the universe and the energy that you put out there. What he did, man. A lot of people felt like it was wrong, and I could kind of understand where Chad is coming from about where LeBron, how he is with his teammates and all this other stuff. I mean, like I said, it could be demoralizing, man. Especially, man, when something like that happens to you, and the embarrassment. Now you see, nobody really has brought it up. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has really talked about it that much and everything. But people are thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be silly for you not to think about it or whatever. And so, like him having to play with that, okay, yes, we want him to win the game and we want him to play better and stuff like that, man. But to find that out, man, and then also to find out, like everybody else knows, but you got people snickering behind your back and stuff like that, bro. And you probably done help these guys out. You know what I'm saying? Let's just call it what it is, man. I mean, we're not gonna sit up here and act like LeBron hasn't helped some of these guys out. He might have been a savage teammate and all this other stuff and hard to be around and stuff like that. But he's also probably have done some good things for his teammates too. At the same time, we're not around him 24/7 and really for us to see that. But then to find out, and then you got guys behind your back talking, saying, "Oh yeah, man, Delonte, he's sleeping with his mom and stuff like that." You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, "Well, damn, why didn't you tell me in the beginning?" Yeah, nah, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to record, man. It like Delonte West. He a normal human being. All these guys are normal human beings, just like anybody else, man. Some of them just got a little bit more money, and some of them just been in more high prestigious places than you probably have been. But nah, man, like that's a really messed up situation to have to play. Now I know some people are gonna be like, "Ah, ain't no excuse. You should have got out there. You should have played. This is for the marbles, all this other stuff." But like I said, man, it's easy for you. It's easy for you to say something like that, happening in your personal life to get over it. It's easy for you to sit up there and talk about Isaiah Thomas, that situation that he went through with his sister. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for you to say, what Joe Dumars had to go through, finding out that his what happened to his father and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for you to say that when some of these guys go through what they go through until you put that shoe on your foot. LeBron and his mom has a strange relationship. Yeah, man. And like I said, man, I don't try to judge, man. I don't try to judge Gloria on what she did. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I try not to. I try to look at it from a standpoint. People are gonna be people, man. She might be his mom and everything, but she's still, sadly, Chad, everybody else up in here, Cottage, she's still a human being, man. And when I say that, I'm looking at it from a good, a good standpoint and a negative standpoint. She's still, from a negative standpoint, she still want to get out there. She still want to live her life. You know what I'm saying? She still got needs and all that other stuff. She still want to fulfill any type of fantasies that she might have. You know what I'm saying? Uh, from from a positive standpoint, though, she gonna make mistakes just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? She's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, and also from a negative standpoint, she knows better. You know what I'm saying? If she was, even though she grown, uh, as his mom, it would have been a better for her to be like, hey, me and do you have a problem with that? And at least give him a chance to be like, you know what? Nah, I don't feel too comfortable with that. Do whatever to make the situation, because you about to go, you about to play the playoffs, man. You got the playoffs going on. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that. I got to think about guys. I got to go to practice with these dudes. I got to, you know what I'm saying? I got to go do shoot around. I got to be in film session. I got to be on the bus. I got to be on the plane. You know what I'm saying? I got to be in a hotel. I got to be in close quarters with this motherfucking man. Come on, man. Like, I'm just being real, Ted. Said you notice, Glow James. Yeah, Glow. Yeah, she's not on TV as much. Yeah. Hey, look, bro. I mean, look, man, that's a heavy situation, man. And I wasn't even going to dive into this topic, but hey, you never know what we talk about on here, man. So, like I said, man, that's a very slippery slope when we talk about something like that, because a lot of people can look at it different ways. There's some guys that actually liked what happened because they feel like, yeah, that's LeBron. That's for all the stuff that he done to people and stuff like that. Some people look at it like that. Some people look at it like, what she did was really messed up, and no wonder LeBron acts the way he acts. They make excuses for LeBron. Well, look what happened, man. She shouldn't have did him that way. Now, because of his mom, that's why he act the way he act. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of ways that you could really look at this situation that took place. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Now, I'm gonna change the topic, man. I done talked a little bit about basketball. Of course, man, we've been having a lot of football that went on, some crucial football to pay attention to. We got the Kansas City Chiefs. They were able to not only knock off the Steelers, but they were able to get the number one seed. And we had the Ravens pretty much just dominated the Texans. I mean, the Texans they're just not the same team as they were last season. And of course, Lamar Jackson had a record-setting day. A lot of records were achieved yesterday. We had Steph Curry; he got him a record, and then of course, shout out to Lamar Jackson for breaking Mike Vick's rushing record. And some people feel like Lamar Jackson that catapulted him up to the MVP talks. Well, I'm here to tell you it hasn't catapulted him to the MVP talk simply because if we're really being honest, actually Derrick Henry has had a better season than Lamar Jackson, and also Josh Allen has had a hell of a season. You could put him up there, and then I got Saquon. Saquon Barkley is my MVP. Okay, this season. Okay, and I know some people gonna get mad and everything like that, but Saquon Barkley has been my MVP. Okay, and he showed me that because who would you rather have as a quarterback, Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson? And I fucks with Jalen Hurts, but let's just be honest, they're both kind of in a similar situation. Derrick Henry has made Lamar Jackson look good, and Saquon Barkley has made not only Jalen Hurts look good, but the Philadelphia the Philadelphia Eagles team look good. You said he gotten a bad rap. I mean, yeah, but we lost, man. We lost, bro. Like, now we're in second in our division, man, to a Atlanta Hawks team. Phoenix. What's the name? Phoenix for. You see, they got rid of fucking Kirk Cousins. When we talk about the Atlanta Falcons, but we're not here to talk about it. I'm not talking about my Tampa Bay. I already talked about them. I'm gonna do a video talking about Tampa Bay, but I need to focus on this situation right here. This situation is more important. Hell, shit, you got fucking Teddy Bridgewater coming out of retirement, and I kind of feel kind of strongly about that, but it is what it is, man. Shout out to Teddy Bridgewater, man. Good dude, man. He's overcame a lot, especially all them concussions he had. And I thought that motherfucker was coaching. Teddy Bridgewater was coaching, man. He's like, man, this motherfucker said, Ted, man, I think and Carter, everybody else up in here, man, he said, you know what, man, I'm gonna get me a ring. Fuck that. Yeah, man, Baker Mayfield, man, come on, man. Like, look, bro. He was balling and everything, but man, we had a chance to ice that game, man, against especially against the Cowboys, man. But it is what it is. Anyways, this having said all of that about this whole AFC situation. Yeah, he was coaching in high school. Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater, he was coaching, man. Yeah, he was coaching in high school. But I'm still not ready for me to sit up here and say that the Ravens are going to beat Kansas City. No way, no how. No way, no how. Of course, everybody's going to be prisoners of the moment, and they're going to say that sort of thing when you're beating a depleted Houston, Texas team. The Ravens are supposed to do what they did. Now they beat the Steelers, who I did have the Steelers knocking off Kansas City, but after what I saw, I don't think nobody's beating Kansas City, man. I needed to see that now. Things could change, but I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Kansas City plays a patient. They they play a patient game, man. They play a very patient game. Um, almost one Jackson. Nah, Lamar Jackson. I want Lamar Jackson. As much as I like Pat Mahomes, I want to see him beat Pat Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you got kids at home. You know, you get one win or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel about this situation. I don't. I don't see it happening. I like great. I like both of them. They're great as players, but man, Kansas City just got a formula, man. Like, and everybody's out talking about, oh yeah, the what's it called, the refs are cheating for Kansas City and all this stuff. Nobody saying anything about the Ravens coming in there and just winning. I mean, they came back and they beat the Steelers, and on top of that, they beat the Texans. Um, Kansas City, Kansas City beat Steelers like they are a phenomenal team, but it's you know what's going to happen when they get to the playoffs. It's like they forget to play their style of football. Everybody can see that. I go on different channels, man, and they pretty much agree with me. Like when I went on, shout out to Scrub Zero, shout out to Jose Rodriguez, the brother Outlaw, shout out to HDII TV, Carcino for Life, Trigger Man, all them guys over there, man. Salute to them. All them guys that talk football. They pretty much say the same thing that I say. The Ravens forget how to play football. They forget how to play football when it comes to the postseason. So I don't believe that they're overrated. I don't think that Lamar Jackson is overrated. He's phenomenal. He's got to win in the playoffs, though. He's got to win. Like last season, man. As much as I like Lamar Jackson, he fumbled, man. He fumbled the bag. Well, he choked. Now a lot of that could have been the blame on the play calling in terms of the coordinators and stuff, but either way, he still got to get the smoke, man. When you're an MVP and you're unanimous and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? People are expecting more from you. And when they played the Chiefs, they didn't lose in terms of the Chiefs like cheating and all this other stuff. No, that wasn't the case. The Ravens just didn't show up, and they had a chance to win the game. I mean, we can't sit up here and act like they didn't have a chance to win the game. It's just like the 49ers, they had a chance to win the game. What did it come down to? It came down to crunch time. And another key point that a lot of people don't seem to point out is that the Chiefs, they're not winning this game by a very large margin. Like, okay, when they beat the Steelers or whatever, but that's not the playoffs. I'm talking about like in the playoffs, the Chiefs are not winning by much. You say great teams. know how to win close. Yeah, exactly. And people can get mad. People can get mad. I mean, look, you can't please the people, Ted. You understand what I mean? Like, okay, they're sitting up there and they'll say, "Oh yeah, well I don't want to see uh, a low scoring football game or close." Why not? I mean, these are two great teams and they're fighting for supremacy of the. Hold on one second. For the championship, for the Lombardi. Oh well, I don't want to see a blowout, and all this other stuff. I don't either, but that other team, they didn't show up. I mean, like the Kansas City Chiefs. What do you want to? Dog, they have everything on. Listen, they heat up at the right time, and the Kansas City Chiefs have been depleted. Everybody acts like the Kansas City Chiefs have had their full. They've been at full strength. They haven't been at full strength. They got Hunt back, not Kareem Hunt. They got their running back back. He was gone for a long time. They didn't have what's the name, D Hop the whole season. They've been depleted with a little bit of injuries. Travis Kelce has not been the same. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Pat Mahomes has had to find a way, despite all of these things, and they've still they still managed to win 15 games. Yeah, the Patriots. Yeah, like the Patriots. That's a perfect example. You said Russell will bounce back. Yeah, nah. Well, I don't know. I gotta say something about that, Ted. I really feel like Justin Fields should be. They should. They should take a risk on Justin Fields. I think that this would be actually a good chance for Justin Fields to make some noise. Like, I think it'll give them a different look. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know some people are like, oh, yeah, because a lot of people are wondering if what's his name, Russell Wilson will bounce back. Will he be the same? I'm like, man, they should just go ahead, let Justin Fields get out there. It'll give them a different look. They don't have that much film. I mean, they got film on Justin Fields, but it'll be a different look in the playoffs. But now I don't know, man. I don't know about the Steelers, man. I don't know if they could beat the Chiefs though, Ted, man. I don't know now, man. I don't know, bro. I, man, the Chiefs, man. They made the Steelers look like a college team, man. And the Ravens made, and this is another thing too. The Ravens that last game, they showed better fight in the end. Like Kansas City put on a clinic, and the Ravens showed them how to tough it out in the end. If that makes any sense. So I'm just not ready, man. I'm not ready to say that the Steelers, man, are able to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not even really ready to say that the Bills are, and I'm not ready to say that the Ravens are. I still don't think that the Ravens can beat the Chiefs. I really don't. And the pressure really, to be honest with you, a lot of people thinking that the pressure is all on Pat Mahomes Kansas City to win three straight and all that other stuff. No, it's not. Yeah, yeah, he had a good game, but I mean, he hasn't been consistent this season, man. He. I don't know what's up with Travis Kelce. Shout out to Travis Kelce, man, and shout out to the Kelce brothers. I had an opportunity to meet them. I don't never talk down on Travis Kelce, man, but he's not the same. But you're gonna have those type of games, especially Travis Kelce done been in the league for a long time, man. Honestly, I really think that Travis Kelce is just ready to go ahead and get his ring. I think if he gets his ring, he gonna retire, and then him and his brother, they just gonna get because Travis Kelce wants to get into acting. That's crazy that 35 is old, but in football it is. I mean, depending on what position you play, 35 is old in football. In basketball, it's older, but 'cause you got to think about it. Paul George 34, 35, Steph Curry 36. You know what I'm saying? LeBron 40. You know what I mean? But yeah, 35 is because of the pounding that you take in football. And I agree with what True. I think True was talking about how LeBron said that yeah, I can handle the physicality, because I played football and stuff like that. Yeah, I ain't even really comment on that, man, because we knew that motherfucker was capping. You talk about high school football, man. High school football completely different, man, from the NFL, man. You ain't had a real hard impact hit, shit, probably in about 20 years, man. Like you did play football, and you were decent in football. I ain't gonna lie, LeBron was decent because he played receiver. But I mean, nah, man, you wouldn't be able to last in the NFL, man. I miss going to high school football in school. Man, why is that, Chad? So you could get some ass after the game? That's really the only reason you went to the. I mean, of course, some guys had to play, and if you was really good or whatever, you know what I'm saying. The females wasn't even checking for you; they was checking for the niggas that was. They was checking for the niggas that was on the field. You know what I'm saying? That's what they wanted. They wanted the game, try to look all good, stuff like that, because they knew that they were gonna be at the party. You know what I'm saying? They knew that they were gonna be at the party. After the game, you know what I'm saying? That's where everybody, they were ready for the football game. I mean, the parties after the football game. Yeah. Man, you ain't lying about that. Nah, that ain't that the truth. Man, you could duck off anywhere, man. Basketball games too. Basketball games too, man. Bruh, man. But yeah, man, it's a big difference, man, between um, high school football and NFL, man. Shoot, you know what I'm saying? It's like you talking about guys that have been in the league. Some of these guys, man, done broke shit in their bodies, and they're still playing. So they're gonna inflict that pain that they had on you to let you know this is what you're gonna have to deal with. You said my high school football team was good. They would eat before the game, smoke blunts. Wow, damn. Yeah, we had a pretty good high school team. I mean, we had people that went to the NFL. We had a lot of people that went to the NFL. Matter of fact, but yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, football, man, is that's a different, man. You got to be wired different in order to play football, man. You know, like if my son come to me and say he want to play football, I'm not gonna knock him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna let him know, okay, this is what you're gonna have to deal with. You're talking about a sport in which your lifespan after you play the sport is not gonna be very long, and your livelihood is not gonna be very good after like potentially. You know, you got a lot of blessed individuals that was able to get out of the game of football, like a Michael Strahan, who seems to be doing pretty well, you know, in terms of his health and everything. You know, uh, but you know, some guys weren't blessed, man, and some guys took a pounding. Like I used to wonder why, you know, some guys retired so quick from football. Like you had that situation with Andrew Luck. He probably knew, okay, one more hit and that could be it. Oh yeah, you were the basketball guy. Yeah, you got to be mentally strong too. Yeah, don't get me wrong. You got to be physical. You got to be aware. That's why, like, you know, like motherfuckers that be trying to talk shit about Travis Hunter, shut the fuck up talking about him, man. I like what Charles, oh not Charles, Charleston White had to say about the situation, about the Travis Hunter situation. He basically said, and he laid it out like most hood niggas would. Look, that's his hoe. You can't tell a nigga to do what to do about his hoe. Now, some people might get offended about that shit, but I mean, he's speaking facts. Like, you know, and he gave an example of him dropping her off at a party and all this other stuff. Now, the reason why I bring up Travis Hunter is because um, everybody talks all this shit about him being a simp and all this other shit, right? But nigga, you gotta be mentally strong in order to play that game, and you gotta be mentally aware, and you gotta be locked in order to play football, because one wrong hit, man, can end your life. If you making stupid mistakes out there because you worried about what you got going on on outside of the game and stuff like that, like in your personal life, you can not only mess it up for you, but you can mess it up for your teammate too. Like if you're supposed to make a certain read or something like that you have went that y'all have designed in practice to go over, and you're out of formation, that's a big deal, man. So that's why, like, when they talk shit about Travis Hunter and they say all this stupid shit about him, they talk about, oh yeah, well, you know, talking about his father, you know, not being around and all this other stuff. You don't know the situation that went on. You don't know their relationship. You don't know nothing. Dion, he didn't even need to put this on social media, but it was on social media. Dion said flat out he got Travis Hunter's back because Dion knows what comes with the game of football. You think Dion hasn't dealt with any type of scrutiny? Hell, Dion, Prime, Neon Dion Sanders. He dealt with a lot of scrutiny playing football. You said Travis Hunter, gentleman, not rude to folks and reporters. Yeah, but see, they take that kindness for weakness. They sit up there, they think because like it's like you try to be. Look, they if you're an asshole and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Then they want to make a mockery of it. Oh my God, how could you do that? But then, you know, he's raised up as a respectable young man, a respectable human being, doing everything that he's supposed to do, being successful, winning the Heisman, staying focused, staying locked in, about to be successful, about to create generational wealth. But you talking shit about this dude. Well, you see how ass backwards we are as a society? It makes absolutely no sense. So, yeah, man. But in terms of the Ravens and them beating the Chiefs, man, and coming out of the AFC, I don't think it'll happen. And listen, if I'm wrong about if I'm wrong about the Ravens, and they they do the unthinkable, and they beat the Chiefs, they could. Hell, if the Chiefs lose to somebody else and they're not the Ravens, I would get on here and say that I was wrong. There's no smoke ducking over here at on straight to the point. We're not ducking no type of smoke, not over here, man. I would get on here and I would admit that I was wrong. I would admit. Can't be right all the time. Can't be right all the time, but right now I just don't see nobody. I don't see nobody beating the Chiefs. Now, here's where it gets tricky though, and I'm gonna touch on this because I know Ted don't really like the Lions, but I gotta bring this up though. I think that the Lions could beat, like, I think that the Lions could shock the world and actually beat the Kansas City. Well, I'm just saying. I know that you don't really, you really can't stand the Lions. You know what I'm saying? So, but I can see the Lions beating the Chiefs if they make it to the Super Bowl. If the Lions make it to the Super Bowl, which is looking like that they are, I got the Lions winning the Super Bowl. Yeah, they beat them last season, but not for the marbles. Not for the marbles. Like that regular season stuff, man. That, like, we all know. There's a lot of teams. I mean, the Bills beat the Kansas City Chiefs all the time. They got a winning record in the all time. When it comes to the Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes era, the Bills got a winning record against the Chiefs. But guess what? And I'm talking about in the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, when it comes to the AFC Championship, the Bills' kryptonite is the Kansas City Chiefs. I use Detroit. Wow, that's messed up. Damn, doormat. Uh, you said the Packers can make the Super Bowl. I don't know, Chad. I don't know. Only reason I say no is because it's as good as the Packers are, it's just not their time. Like, you know how like you have a team where it's just their time? It's just the Lions' time right now. It's not Jordan Love's time right now. Now, that's not to say that they could come out and they could actually shock some people. But it's just not their time right now. As far as talent, I'm willing to go even so far to say that they actually have more talent on the offensive end. I think that Jordan Love is a way better quarterback than Jared Goff. You know what I'm saying? Just the fact that that Jordan Love, the way he bounced back and came back from injury, and now he's doing the shit that he's doing. But it's just not their time right now. It's not their time right now, man. Not at this time. And like I said, they could come and shock the world. Hell, make me a believer. Hey, listen, have me get on here and have, I can hear you now, Ted. I told you. I can hear everybody now, man. All these Packers fans coming out of nowhere, man, coming out of the woodwork. Hell, you even have Lil Wayne on here talking shit. You'll have Weezy over here, man, wearing the green and yellow, man. Yeah, man. So, but yeah, I don't see Green Bay beating them. But they got the best division in football when we talk about you know, the Vikings, Lions, uh, the Packers. The Lions are a great team. They are. They are. I mean, they're a phenomenal team. And what's helping them what's actually making them even better, man, is the fact that Dan Campbell has really improved as a coach, man. He didn't need to improve that much, but he needed to get out of the mindset of being a player and be more of a coach. You said Vikings are good. Yeah, they're damn. I mean, all of the teams in that division, with the exception of one, are a good team. But the Lions are a good team. That's why I have them Like if they go to the Super Bowl, they can beat Kansas City, man. But here you have it again. Like I said, Kansas City has been there. Washington beat Philly. Yep, I know, man. And see, y'all thought I was crazy. Hey, y'all go back and y'all y'all could go check it. I said I had Washington as the ones that could actually beat the Lions, or at least to come out of the NFC. I did have the Commanders. People thought I was crazy for saying that, but I did say that. Now, in terms of who's the MVP, of course, I still got Saquon. But in terms of actually winning, it's either between the Lions, I say the Commanders. I had always mentioned them. So, but people got to realize, man, like, during this time of year, a lot of teams, man, they train for this. They train for this type of year. Like Pat Mahomes, I believe he ain't worried about the regular season. He worried about the playoffs. Like, you see how some guys, they work out hard. They do fourth quarter training. They do playoff training, Super Bowl training, NBA Finals training. They're playing. They're trying to train themselves to play when they're tired or when they're fatigued or when their bodies just can't do it no more. That's how you supposed to train. You're supposed to train even when you're, to pure exhaustion, like Kobe said. And that's how I believe that Pat Mahomes, how he trains and stuff like that. That's why they're always ready for this time of year. Yeah, the weather's cold. Yeah, man. Detroit 13-2 under Dan Campbell. Yeah. Like I said, phenomenal coach. He's a phenomenal coach, man. I know last season a lot of people questioned a lot of things. I did too. I questioned his decision making. It was a lot of things, man. But I wasn't going to sit up there and say, "Oh yeah, he deserved to get fired." Absolutely not. You don't get rid of a coach like Dan Campbell. Yeah, man. The Lions are for real, man. And listen, if you would have heard what I said about 4 seasons ago, and I said look out for the Lions, man. Even my brother Lemon Pepper Lou, I told Lemon Pepper Lou, shout out to Lemon Pepper Lou, Lemon Pepper Louisville, Lou the Rider. I told him, look out for the Lions. Everybody sat up there and said I was capping about the Lions. I said, because you don't see it now. They got a secondary, and it wasn't even about their offense. I was like, their secondary, man, and their defense, they got a young defense. They had a couple of young guys on there. Hadn't even been in the league. I think they even had a couple of rookies on their defense. Now and then they added, of course they got Dan Campbell in there. Damn. Now they up in there, they cooking with that good fish grease, man. Shit, he's number one. Pat Mahomes is number one right now. Listen, Pat Mahomes is number one. Pat Mahomes is doing something that is unprecedented, man. Pat Mahomes has the best resume in football right now, as we speak. In this current, NFL that we're playing, he has the best resume out of all the quarterbacks, hands down. He's got a better resume than Lamar Jackson. He has beat Lamar Jackson consistently. He's got a better resume than Josh Allen. He's beat Josh Allen consistently. He's got a better resume than Aaron Rodgers. Even with all them MVPs that he got. Guess what? He got the Lombardis. And on top of that, he's on the verge of going again. And on top of that, Aaron Rodgers, I know you like Aaron Rodgers, Ted. Aaron Rodgers, they don't even talk about Aaron Rodgers no more. Aaron Rodgers got a worse record than all of those quarterbacks that everybody used to talk about, whether it was Chad Pennington, whether it was Vinny Testaverde, and even Mr. Butt Fumble, Mark Sanchez. But that's neither here nor there. Let's keep going. He's got a better resume than Jordan Love. He got a better resume than Derek Carr, fucking Baker Mayfield. You know what I'm saying? Who I like Baker Mayfield, but he got a better resume than him. Like you stack up all these guys up against Pat Mahomes. He's got the best resume in football right now, so he's got to be number one. I know y'all love Josh Allen. I love, hey, Lamar Jackson, he's my guy, his style of play and everything. But he don't got a better resume than Pat Mahomes. Oh, my God. Did you really just say that? He walks like a girl? Come on, man. That's what we doing now? Oh my God, man. That ain't got nothing. Look, y'all, when do we get off on focusing on the way the man walk, man? Well, look, I put you like this. He catwalking to how many Lombardis? Shit. That motherfucker catwalking up in that WAP. I guarantee you, man, Pat Mahomes walking to the grocery store, they won't laugh at his walk. Then all them females will rush to him. Be like, oh my God, it's Pat Mahomes. You know all those white girls. Oh my God, Pat Mahomes, he's here. Bridget, it's Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes, man. Pat Mahomes right next to your female, man. Your female, she'll try to play it off, but she'll probably be on Instagram, on Facebook, on the phone texting. Oh my God, I was around him, but I didn't want to say nothing to him. But Pat Mahomes was right there. Yeah, man, he could walk funny all day. Man, that motherfucker got Lombardi. He about to do something that Brady ain't never done. As a matter of fact, he about to do something that ain't no quarterback done. He about to do something that Johnny Unitas ain't done. He about to do something that Mike Vick ain't done. He about to do something that goddamn Dan Marino ain't done. He about to do something that Joe Montana ain't done. He about to do something that Tom Brady ain't done again. He about to do something that Peyton Manning ain't done. You know what I'm saying? He about to do something that the greats ain't never did, which is about to win 3 straight. Got more rings than Dan Marino. About to have more rings than possibly Troy Aikman. Ain't never did nothing. Troy Aikman ain't never did the shit that Pat Mahomes doing. Come on, man, shit. That nigga can walk funny all day. I don't give a fuck how he walk. Nigga, as long as he walk in the goddamn end zone. Niggas. know what I'm saying? Shit. He talking about he walk like a girl, nigga. Hey, that nigga, that motherfucker hoisting up the Lombardi like a man, though. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah, you see, you can't win with motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Ted and Angelo and Cotty, you can't win with motherfuckers. Either y'all like them because because the motherfucker light skin. You know what I'm saying? You don't like them, man, because the motherfucker daddy black and the mama white. You know what I'm saying? You don't like the motherfucker because he walk like a girl. You don't like the motherfucker man because his hair curly. You don't like the motherfucker man because he don't play good in the regular season. You don't like the motherfucker because he on Allstate commercial. You don't like the motherfucker because he like Whataburger. You know what I'm saying? How many different motherfucking excuses? You don't like the motherfucker because you think that the refs cheated. You know what I'm saying? You don't like the motherfucker because he throw a lot of interceptions. Like how many different fucking excuses you gonna come to why you don't like Pat Mahomes, man? Yeah, man, they trying to find anything, man, to knock this nigga off, man. Like, that didn't, no, man, his daddy an alcoholic. His daddy went to jail. Man, he ain't got nothing to do with it what his daddy do. See, y'all think I'm gonna get on this motherfucker, man, and y'all think that I'm gonna hate on a nigga like Pat Mahomes and Steph Curry and all this other bullshit. Nah, not at all. I will give them the smoke. If Steph Curry ain't playing that good, I'll let it be known. But I stand on, and it ain't got nothing to do with light skin, dark skin. But I figure since we talking about light, bright niggas, we'll go ahead and we'll jump on it. Uh, if if you really want to be real, Steph Curry should have won that MVP for the Dream Team or for the U.S. Olympic. Pat Mahomes, listen, Lamar Jackson, yeah, he got the unanimous MVP and all this other shit. But I hate to hurt y'all feelings, and I hate to say this, but that shit don't mean nothing if you can't win the championship. It's pointless. It's just like with Golden State going 73-9. That shit don't mean nothing if you lose. 7-year-old, he had a better quarterback than Pat Mahomes. He threw 12 touchdowns. Nah, man. And Pat Mahomes, he plays like shit during the regular season, but he heats up at the right time. He heats up at the right time. Listen, man, great championship players and championship teams, they find a way. Pat Mahomes is cerebral, man. Pat Mahomes is cerebral. I know y'all hate the man. I know y'all don't like all that shit. Man, Pat Mahomes don't care about all that shit that's going on with Taylor Swift and none of that other shit, man. Pat Mahomes, he just want to win, man. That's why he don't, listen, that's why you think that motherfucker care about his stats and all that other bullshit? Nah, man. He just worried about getting that ball into the end zone. Are the best quarterbacks of what? No, they not. Jalen Hurts playing like ass, man. You see, Philly just lost. They lost to the Commanders. He's not even better than Jaden Daniels. Man, Jalen Hurts, he ain't even better than Jaden Daniels. Wait a minute. Man, come on, Angelo. Man, Jalen Hurts ain't even better than Jaden Daniels, man. Shit, I'd have been more happy if you would have said Lamar Jackson and Jaden Daniels. Jalen Hurts ain't in this conversation. Nah, he ain't even. And you can't say Lamar Jackson, he ain't even been to a goddamn Super Bowl. And I like I said, I fuck with Lamar Jackson. He has yet to get in a Super Bowl. Only reason he having a good year is because of Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is the MVP of that team, not Lamar Jackson. Yeah, he got a rushing record and all that other stuff. That's great, but he's taking a lot of weight off of his shoulders. Yeah, he ain't even better. He ain't even better than Jaden Daniels, man. I ain't gonna go that far. But Jalen Hurts done been to a Super Bowl though. He went to a Super Bowl. He had a good year that year. He went to a Super Bowl, but since then he really hadn't. He ain't been the same. Nah, they not the best quarterbacks right now. The best quarterback right now, hell, they not even better than. I mean, listen, if we really being honest, man, what's it called? Had a better season than both of them. Josh Allen has had a better season than Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts. Sister Noble, what's up, baby? How you doing, Queen? Sister Noble in the building. She said, "Look, I'm ready to cook some niggas right now. I'm gonna put y'all niggas on the shish kebab." Salute to Sister Noble. We up here talking about football. I'm about to start talking about Glorilla. You said Bryce Young and Jaden Daniels is coming. Yeah, they are. Jaden Daniels is already here. Listen. Angela Bell, I want you to understand something. Jaden Daniels is for real, man. You know what I'm saying? Bryce Young, I'd have been more impressed if you. Bryce Young got to get situation, man. He got to get in a better situation than what he is. You know, and listen, I'm gonna tell you like this too. I don't think that Bryce Young should have came out. I think he came out too early at Alabama. That was just my opinion. I think he came out too early. I think he should have stayed another year. When he played against Georgia in for the national championship, I was like, man, nah, he's not ready for the NFL, man. Okay, glad you're doing good, sweetie. What you doing for the holidays? What you drinking all that eggnog? Sister Noble up in there, man. She chilling, man. She said, I got my margarita. My margarita. You know what I'm saying? She said she got her some eggnog with some Southern Comfort in there. She said she gonna twist up something. She said, I don't want to be bothered. She said, I'm gonna listen to my Erykah Badu. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen to my Jill Scott, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna burn me a nice little incense. Leave me alone. I'm gonna listen to me a little India R.E. You know what I'm talking about? You know, that's how our sisters be, man. They wrote it. They put that towel around their head. You know what I'm saying? had a robe on, you know what I'm saying? House cleaned up, you know what I'm saying? Look, they don't want to be bothered. Yeah, Mary J. House smelling good. House smell like, you know what I'm saying? A combination of, Pine Sol, Fabuloso, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of incense burning, you know what I'm saying? Probably some Glade, some air freshener, but also you in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? You got the collards on, you got the cabbage, you know what I'm talking about? Nice little meat on there going, you know what I'm saying? Got the yams on that motherfucker. I have not listened to. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. See, she know what I'm talking about. And then she gonna have a little get together. You know what I'm saying? Gonna have the food ready. You know what I'm saying? Probably got the spades table ready, domino table ready. Little board games on there. You know what I'm saying? Probably got the adult version of Connect Four in that bitch. I'm going to get some wings. What kind of wings? Hold on, wait a minute. Nah. Hold on, man. You can't be stingy with the wings. You better hook a nigga up with some wings, Sister Nova. Come on, where you going, wing? I know you, man. Listen, man. Hey, listen. Hey, y'all. Sister Nova, Ted, Angelo Bell, Cottage. Man, I don't be fucking with Wingstop no more. Wingstop done fell off, man. I be going to them holes in the wall. You know what I mean? Why they ain't played NFL on cable TV for Christmas Day? No, they did. They had a couple. They had a couple of games. Oh, but you talking about like on the Panda Walk? You never had Wingstop? Yeah, man. I used to eat Wingstop, man. It's like they wings that got small now. Angelo Bell and Sister Noble Ted. Like, man, I went to this other hole in the wall, man. It was a little bit cheaper. They had more flavor. They had different flavors. They had more variety. They wings look like, feel me? They look like them Tyson wings. Like, man, you go to Wingstop now, man. They look like miniature ass wings, man. You could literally pick up the wings with two fingers, man. What's up with it, the real? I see you in here, man. Hope your holiday going good. Yeah, you know the real. He like the real like them wings too, man. He roll up a blunt. He got that crown. He got that crown right there with him, you know what I'm saying? The crown and the coke, you know what I'm saying? with some buffalo wings, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, man. Nah, man. I fuck with wings though. Hey, look, hey, fellas, hey, this is a little gem. If you want to impress a woman though, and you can't really cook, hey, nigga, get you like one of them little metal bowls, throw you on some flavor in there, man. Defrost some wings, make some wings or whatever. Put the wings in the air fryer. You know what I'm talking about? Be like, yeah, hey, don't even worry about it, man. I got dinner right here. We good. She be like, oh, you could cook? Oh, yeah, baby, I can cook. You got dinner right there. You know what I'm saying? Got some wings, because wings, that's another thing. I'm glad Sister Noble brought that up. I'm glad she came up in here. if you got wings, you got to think about it. Wings, you can have wings at a party. You can have wings for dinner. You know what I'm saying? Wings for a snack. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can have wings, like let's say you got a female with you. I always like because when I think about wings, man, I think about like you being on a date with a female or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You can have pizza and wings. If you got a female there and she like to watch the basketball game, she like to watch the football game, stuff like that. Y'all just go in on some wings right there. But yeah, man. Nah, but they played yesterday though, Sister Noble. They had some games. They had NFL and NBA on. I thought that was crazy because Brown was up in there talking about Christmas is our day, but I mean LeBron can't get mad. The ratings are low as shit. The ratings is lower than a motherfucker, man. You can't be mad at them. Come on, man. I'm back to this bullshit. Yeah, LeBron up in there, he bitching about the oh yeah, this is our day and all this other stuff. The ratings are low, and it's getting down to the wire for football right now. A lot of people are paying close. To be honest with you, a lot of people are paying closer attention to what's going to happen with the football than basketball. Yeah, he angry as hell, man. What you need to do is just sit your old ass down, or step to the side and let these young niggas carry the league. You know what I'm saying? Like people wanted to see that motherfucker Wemby ball out. They wanted to see Wemby ball out with MSG. I thought that was more exciting. I thought that was more exciting than everything else that happened. I mean, yeah, man, Wemby balling out in Madison Square Garden. I like that shit. I don't know. Well, I had already talked about that, Sister Noble, but I go into it again for you, though, Queen. One reason is because I already mentioned that a lot of people are ready, to come off of LeBron, man. They're ready to move on from him, Another reason is they're not marketing the other young guys, the other young talent. It's like you don't really know, like for real, honestly. Do you know a lot about SGA? No, you do not. Nobody, as sad as it is, nobody even pays attention to SGA. You don't even consider SGA an MVP candidate, but here in the LDBC we do. Do you know a lot? I mean, you know a lot about Anthony Edwards, but they just starting to talk about him now. But this season they haven't talked about him as much. You know what I'm saying? Are they marketing Ja Morant? Yeah, they marketing Ja Morant, but in a negative way. Only thing you know about Ja Morant is that he had a situation that went on social media. I mean, do you know a lot about Victor Wembanyama? I mean, you know a lot about him because, it's like, okay, well, we have to talk about him We can't talk about LeBron. We want as bad as we want to talk about LeBron and the Lakers. They're not as good as a team. They're not the number one team. You need to be talking about the number one team. Did they forget that the Celtics were the one that won the championship last year? They're not talking about Jaylen Brown. They're not talking about Jason Tatum. They think Jason Tatum, his personality is boring and dry. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I know about Tyrese Halliburton is because of Kalen Clark. Wow. See, that's sad, man. That's sad, but it's real life, though. I can understand. Like, you want to know about a lot of these guys. And I got you covered over here, Sister Nova, because I talk about all of the players. If you're trying to just talk about LeBron 24/7, 365, hey, this ain't gonna be the channel for you, because I'm not gonna sit up here and talk about that nigga 24/7. We got other players that need to be talked about. We got other players that need to get their shine. Right, you know, like, and Sister Noble, she's spitting facts right now. They like, nobody wants to see. Listen, man, I can understand him being 40 and all that stuff, man, but like, okay, get your 15 to 20 minutes a game, maybe 25 at the most. But you're not the main guy. Dog, you seen, like Sister Noble, you seen who hit the game winner yesterday. It wasn't Anthony Davis. It wasn't LeBron James, right? It wasn't D'Angelo Russell. It was Austin Reeves. It was Austin Reeves, man. And then the Lakers have not, you know, they're getting bounced out of the first round. Okay. You got all this stuff that's going on. You know, a circus show revolving around a combination of Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, and LeBron James. Like, nobody wants to see that type of organization. A lot of older guys, man, and a lot of older people in general, they know what a championship team looks like. They don't want to see a guy in JJ Redick sitting up there slamming his slamming his chair on there, like, 50 fucking times, like he done won 4 championships already. Like, he has a high expectation. Dog, motherfucker, calm your ass down, man. You ain't accomplished shit. You lucky to be here, really. If it wasn't for LeBron, JJ Redick would not have no job in the NBA. Lemon Pepper Lou in the building, man. We just got through talking about football, my nigga. Damn, man, you can't. Make sure y'all go sub to Lemon Pepper Lou. You said that Adam Silver really like. No, he don't like basketball. Me and Lou, we done talked about that plenty of times. And Ted, and Cottage, and Angelo, everybody up in here. Motherfucker don't care about no he don't care about no basketball like that. He's all about what's trendy. David Stern, he actually cared about the game. Joe Dumars, who's next to Adam Silver, he cares about the game. It was he was the one that implemented or made that push for the 65 game rule. In order for you to be eligible to receive awards and stuff like that. That wasn't Adam Silver. Man, Adam Silver was being pressured by different motherfuckers, and he wanted to come up in there and make stuff trendy. This motherfucker want to try to do in-game, in-season tournament, which makes no damn sense. You're trying to keep up with soccer. Nigga, soccer is soccer. Basketball is basketball. I love soccer, man. For those of y'all that been following my channel, I love soccer. I love the World Cup. But dog, basketball format needs to just stay the same. Go back to the tradition. Then you want to come with this, you want to fuck up the All-Star game. You try to mess it up even more than what it is. Then all this, the play-in tournament and stuff like that, which I'm starting to get used to a little bit, but damn, man, like, RIP to LB. RIP to the brother, the sports and political channel of LB. LB said this. This came out of the LDPC brother LB. I want y'all to listen to me, and I want y'all to listen to me good. And Lou the Rider, aka Lemon Pepper Lou, he know what I'm talking about. This is what LB said on his channel. He said, fuck that. He didn't like that this whole in-season tournament, or what's it called, play-in tournament. He didn't like none of that shit. He said, man, you got 82 games to get your shit right. Nigga, if you don't make that 8th spot, nigga, sorry for you. I remember him saying that, and I said the same thing. Nigga, if you gonna change anything up, nigga, you might as well make the playoffs like one and done. Make it like college format. Nigga, sudden death, nigga. Sudden death. One and done. It shows. I'll spend the time. Oh, okay. You spending time with your mom? Okay. It's hard to beat Kansas City when NFL referees on the side. Man, nah, don't give me that referee shit, Lemon. Maybe Adam purposely sabotaging the NBA to appease stockholders. Hey, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, because we do got to look at it from a business aspect too. But no, hold on though. Lemon Pepper Lou, wait a minute now. Nah, don't blame it on no referees, man. We can't blame it on no referees, man. Because, I mean, the referees didn't have nothing to do with the Steelers getting their ass whooped, both by the Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. And like I said, I picked the Steelers. Nah, listen, bro. Kansas City has not had no ref. Everybody, I want to bring up the refs and shit like that. Pat Mahomes really hasn't been playing that good, man. No, Polo, come on now. Some of the games have been ridiculous. I know, ridiculously good. I mean, they just that good, bro. I think there was one earlier in the season. It was like maybe 1-2 questions. It was at I think it was the second game of the season. I think it was the second or third game of the season. Other than that, they've been winning. They've been winning, man. I can't even say anything, man. Pat Mahomes is just phenomenal, bro. I know y'all don't like him. I know y'all hate him. I know he might be too light skinned for y'all and all this other shit, man, but Pat Mahomes is that guy. What you need to do, man, you need to tell Lamar Jackson to get his shit together. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to tell to get his shit together. You need to tell the Ravens to get their shit together. Listen, we can't help that the Ravens every single goddamn year, Lou, they forget how to play football in the postseason. That ain't got shit to do with the refs. Last year, that ain't had shit to do with the refs when they played against Kansas City. You know whose fault it was? It was John Harbaugh. It was the play calling. It was the offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? And instead of the Ravens running and sticking to their goddamn format, what they do? They sat up there. They want to do all this other stuff besides running the ball. That ain't got nothing to do with the refs, man. And on top of that, Lamar Jackson choked too. You don't never want to give Lamar Jackson the smoke. I done gave Pat Mahomes the smoke. But they've been playing with a depleted team. Well, actually, they played with a depleted team at the beginning of the season. Baltimore uh, crime rate, yeah, it is. The Wire, a lot of corruption in Baltimore. Yeah, Lamar Jackson may be in the city of hope. Nah, man, that ain't happening. I don't see that happening. And you know what, man? Listen, Lou, it really hasn't been Lamar Jackson this season, man. It's been Derrick Henry. I mean, they both been getting their records though, but Derrick Henry has made Lamar Jackson look even better. I mean, don't get me wrong, Lamar Jackson's already good, already got a hell of a talent and stuff. But let's not act like Derrick Henry hasn't made life easy for Lamar Jackson. But yeah, man, Baltimore crime always high, man. That ain't nothing new. Shit. Yeah, Baltimore, Maryland. Shout out to the whole DMV, Washington D.C. Shout out to all of them. Is that where you from, Sister Nova? You from that Baltimore? You from that Y? You from the home of Tank Davis? But Lou, you already know I stand on this. I want Lamar Jackson to win. I want him to beat Pat Mahomes, man, but it's not happening. Not happening. I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to get in. You know your WNBA? Well, look, I don't think Ajay Wilson's getting enough credit. I don't think she's getting enough credit. You said what's wrong with Lamar? Nothing. No, Lamar, phenomenal. It's just that I don't think people are recognizing the fact that Derrick Henry has made life easy for Lamar. Nah, Lamar. I like his personality. I like everything about Lamar. It's just that he can't beat Pat Mahomes. He can't beat him. Ajay is not getting enough credit, but things are beginning to change. About time? Shit. It's about time? We talking about what? Uh, is she a three-time champion? I know she three-time MVP, two-time. Is it? She don't want three chips or two chips. I think it's three chips. Three-time MVP, and she look good. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. And she beautiful. She gorgeous. Sorry, Bam. And just phenomenal, man. She do everything like her. Like, you know who I compare? to Ja Wilson, I would compare to a certain extent Juju Watkins. Yeah, she got 2 rings. Yeah, but she got 3 MVPs though. I know that, right? Just her game is like I haven't seen like a woman's game that smooth in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like she has a smooth game. You know, like a lot of females, they play kind of it's kind of I'm not gonna say herky jerky, but it's kind of like a lot of females like Angel Reese. As much as I love Angel Reese, you know, she looks like sometimes on the offensive end she's kind of struggles a bit, which it'll come in time. Like with Juju Watkins, her game is smooth. Like Caitlin Clark, her game is not smooth. Her game is just really fast, really quick. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way that she play. Angel Reese she just got good ass feel for the game. You understand what I mean? Like she looks so relaxed when she's playing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like I'm trying to think, man. Who like in the NBA? Let me think, man. Like I'm trying to think, man. I'm trying to think. Like, okay, Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom played so under control. Yeah, she can play, but she's not smooth. Like, not under control. Like, Ja Wilson's so under control. You understand what I mean? Like, she's under control. Like Juju Watkins, she's under control. You know what I'm saying? It's probably number 2 in the draft next year. Oh, you think so? Hannah Hidalgo. But we all know who's going to go number 1. All right, guys. I gotta roll out. I've been on here almost about 3 hours. Um, well, Juju Watkins gonna go number 1, but we're gonna talk about this later though. Make sure y'all pull up a little bit later. Smash that like, hit the sub. Make sure you hit them notifications too. Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. Shouts out to the whole entire line then. Basketball boxing community. Chill in, man. Happy holidays to y'all. I'm out.